USO Turkeys for Troops is sponsored by Thundercat Technology and Immix Group, an Aero company.
Welcome back into Great Day, Washington. Today we're observing Veterans Day, and it's also Turkeys for Troops. So we're raising money for our local military families in need. Volunteers are ready to take your calls. The number for you to call is on your screen.
And today we have a few people here with us who have given back to the USO in a big way. Please welcome Ryan McKeon, partner in the Defense and Security segment at Guidehouse, Robert Head, Vice President, State Government and Political Affairs at Lockheed Martin, Jared Culata, Director Emeritus for the Wawa Foundation, and Tracy Gray is back with us, Vice President of External Communications at RTX, who's also the Chairman of USO Mid-Atlantic Advisory Board. All of these gentlemen here are on the board, and thank you all so much for being here with us this morning. Ryan, I want to start with you. Why is it important for companies like yours to support the USO?
Yeah, thanks. Look, there's nothing I like more than talking about the military and our military families, who are really the force behind the forces. We all owe them a debt. We all owe them an obligation. And in the USO, we like to say, give more than thanks. So from a company perspective, that debt and that obligation absolutely extends to companies as well. And at Guidehouse, we think that extends through the whole continuum, from supporting our active duty military and their families through organizations like the USO and Turkey for Troops, which you can help with now, through to when they transition into civilian careers, helping with career coaching, interviewing, and hiring veterans and military spouses is critical. And then continuing on through their entire lives, from continued hiring of veterans to mental health support. We partner with the VA to help prevent veteran suicide. There's no part of that continuum that's not critical for all of us to play a part in.
Yeah, sounds like your company is doing a lot. And Robert, tell us about your company. How does your company support the military and organizations like the USO?
Well, supporting the military and their families and veterans is central to Lockheed Martin. 20% of our workforce, 116,000 people is our total workforce, 20% are veterans. Last year alone, we hired 30%. 30% of the new hires were veterans, over 3,600 people in just 1 year. So it's central to who we are. We view ourselves as an extension of the military and their families, given what we do for the government and for the nation. So it's very important. I myself, I'm a former Navy officer, so it's personal for me and my family. We also focus on supporting organizations that help the military. Last year we gave $9.6 million to organizations that support military families and veterans. We also focus on that transition process when veterans are trying to transition to civilian life. So that's a big focus of Lockheed Martin's.
Right. Well, and it's not just the company, Jay, too. It's the employees. Why is the employee engaged? I mean, you can give money, but I know all of you get your employees involved as well. Why is that important?
So our employees love to participate with their communities and support our communities. And what better way to support our communities than supporting the men and women who have given so much for us and the military. So what we do is we try to get involved in different activities and programs, for instance, that the USO does, and including one being Taste of Home, in which we have individuals working with the National Guard. We have probably hundreds of Wawa associates to come together. We pack these packages, care packages that we send to the troops abroad. And it'll include things like coffee and candy and personal notes. And our associates love to do these kind of things. They want to be involved in the community, and this is just a great way for them to do that and really show their appreciation and help boost morale for the troops.
That's got to be a fun care package to get overseas.
Wawa, that's right. And Tracy, how has your partnership with the USO, how has that made a difference?
Yeah, no, thanks for the question. I think the military community is the heartbeat of our business, right? At RTX, we're the largest aerospace and defense company in the world. We employ more than 15,000 veterans. And so when we look at that partnership between the USO and our company, it supports one of our three key pillars for how we engage in the community and around the world.
And Ryan, what would you say to folks out there that are either looking to get their businesses involved or themselves to help volunteer, help our troops?
Yeah, a great question. There's not too little you can do. Every bit is important. The USO is a great organization, a great place to start. It's been around more than 70 years, supporting millions of our service members and their families around the world. That's a great starting point, but honestly, I think it's got to extend through every part of the continuum of the business. I think it's got to be embedded in every stage, from supporting the families to supporting the transitioning military to continuing to hire veterans.
I think consistently saying that, the continuum, it's not just the service at the moment. There's so much afterwards, right, with the families and everything that goes on as they try and figure out what's next, or what normal life is type thing.
Yes.
We do want to say that we are continuing to keep calls up. It's crazy in there because you all are calling and making donations for Turkeys for Troops, but please keep calling. If you can't get through, call again. Our amazing volunteers are there. The number is on your screen. And Ryan, when it comes to a time like Thanksgiving, what would you like people to remember about our service members?
I think the most important thing is that we should remember that many of them are away from their families.
Yeah.
They're overseas. They can't be with their kids, their wives, their husbands. So we should keep them in our thoughts and prayers, and also be thankful for them.
Yes.
You know, they take an oath to serve this country, to potentially give their life for this country, and their service is the reason that America is what it is.
That's right. And of course, outside of just today and calling today, people can call in and donate all year long. They can help with the USO. You have a lot of projects going on all through the year, is that right, with the USO?
We do.
Well, one thing that we do during the summers, we have a in-store coin campaign where we collect, those little boxes?
Yeah.
Well, those little boxes
They add up.
We
Okay.
actually contributed over $1 million to the USO this year through that summer
Just from that.
campaign. That
Yeah.
one campaign.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Keep your eye out for that in the Wawa stores, right? And gentlemen, thank you all for all that you do with your companies and for our service members. We appreciate it.
And before we go, we want to show you all of the great corporate sponsors of the USO and WUSI-9's Turkeys for Troops. We thank you for your generosity toward our military families this Veterans Day, and we hope you all get out and give us a call and keep that generosity going.
Yeah, your support is so vital, and we thank you over and over again.